Ah, yeah.
I'm not going to get rid of me that easy.
No?
But who buys this place?
Whoever buys this
I'm
place.
60 years. I'm 60 years here and I'll fucking end up haunting the place for the next 60 years.
That's amazing because you're not even 60 yet. That takes some work, I tell you.
I won't be put out here.
You'll be brought out in the box.
There's an old poem. Am I on that still?
She's running.
There's a poem that I actually wrote myself and about a favourite walk of mine. And the poem finishes off by saying, "Not 1 inch do I own, nor have paid a fee, but everything I see belongs to me."
Like that.
That's the way I feel about this place.
Fair man, fair memory, I tell you. Reminds me of Don Duggan. God rest his soul. Dead 2 years now. Sea captain. He could remember every poem.
I believe a friend of ours called Nelly, who we wouldn't say a bad word against.
Here we go.
I believe got a very nice write-up on the local paper today.
Oh.
A fellow was telling me. Or obituary is called.
Aye.
Very nice write-up.
This woman was alive 1 minute and dead the flipping next. And you know, what can you say?
I tell you, I can say something.
Enjoy yourself now because you might be here tomorrow.
There's a man.
You coming down?
There was a man that everyone has heard of called Alexander the Great.
Cirk.
Alexander the Great.
Yeah.
And he was great. He done a lot of things, but he actually died in his 20s. So you know what I mean? Let him be so great and all. He still passed away very quickly.
Yeah, not very long, right? Alright, there's a question for me. Who's Alexander Selkirk?
Alexander Selkirk. He sounds Russian.
You man of knowledge.
Okay. Did he invent something?
He did not.
Was he a writer?
He was not.
Okay. Was he an explorer?
He was. Yes, he was an explorer.
Alexander.
But not willingly.
Not willingly.
No, not willingly.
He was brought off from Ireland for robbing a head of cabbage and sent to Van Diemen's Land by the British.
In fact, he was Scottish.
Scottish, so he was taken...
Selkirk.
Selkirk, yes. He was taken away by the British again, the English, when they were clearing the highlands and deported to probably somewhere in Australia.
Nope, nothing to do with Australia.
America.
Australia didn't exist when this lad was around.
Canada.
That definitely didn't exist when he was around.
The Dark Continent. Tala. No.
You hear that?
Um,
I'm getting people writing in at YouTube's.
No, threaten me, because they threaten me, you can tell her.
okay. Especially the rough crowd in Tala called the Taliban. The Taliban.
You know it's a fair fucking hill we're walking up, mate.
What did Alexander Selkirk, where did he end up? Enlighten me.
Alexander Selkirk. It was actually, when you were talking about a book, you weren't too far off. There was a book written about the man.
Okay.
He's a true character, but his stage name would be fictitious.
Oh.
And a book was written about him by a fella called, I can't remember, think of it a second. I think he might have been a French writer. Defoe, William Defoe.
William Defoe's real name was...
No, William Defoe is his real name.
Huh?
William Defoe was the writer.
The writer, and he wrote about Alexander Selkirk.
He did.
Okay. And did you know John Wayne's name was Mary?
Stop changing the subject.
He was christened Mary. That is true now.
We all know that.
Some smell here.
Oh, fuck.
Fucking hell. Oh, flipping heck.
Call that silage. They're all waiting for the answer.
That's called... What's the answer? That's called BO, bovine odour.
This is not smell of television.
Yeah. That's the next thing that they're trying to invent.
Ah.
Smelly telly. You can actually smell things from the telly.
I thought that was you, Mick.
No, that's not me.
Like my bad feet. Remember last time?
That's bovine odour.
Right, Mick, before we get over this Boreen of a gate, what's the answer to the question?
What's the question? What book did he write?
He didn't write a book. A book was written about him.
Was he Robinson Crusoe?
He was Robinson Crusoe. Well, fair friggin' done. Well done.
Oh, come not, they're not just a pretty face.
No.
Robinson Crusoe.
I thought of that, but I wasn't going to say it.
Robinson Crusoe.
Okay,
Okay.
not bad for a man who can't read. Okay. He actually went back to sea afterwards. He only was on the island for a couple of months, actually.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, well, he was on for 29 years at all. A couple of months. I was back in the 16th century and he went back into the sea again. And he got lost next time. He was never seen again.
Maybe Egypt.
And there's a little village in Scotland named to him.
Oh. My God.
That's what you get.
Here's one for you.
Okay.
Who said, famous quote in history, I am just going outside and I may be sometime. Where was it said and by whom?
Would have been in the North Pole?
South Pole, yes.
The South Pole, alright. I've been down ambidextrous, you know.
Captain Oates, as the 4 people were dying
Yeah.
in their last little, whatever you call it, where they were
Igloo.
igloo,
Tent.
tent. And he went outside, he had had enough. And he just walked outside into the raging blizzard. Delirious, starving, frozen to death. And he said, maybe sometime.
Aye.
Don't come looking for me.
Was that Irish fellow with him? Fella from Kerry?
No, he wasn't. They didn't bring him on the final push to the pole, you see.
Alright.
Now, there's other
Tom
stuff.
Breen, Tom Crean, Kerry man.
And some say if he was there, he'd have saved them. A lot of shite too.
Do you know how Tom Crean died?
He died in the bed.
Well, he died in the bed, alright. But you know how he died?
No.
A lot of people down there didn't know that he actually did what he did. Because you couldn't let people know that you're in the English Navy
Yeah.
around those years, you know, because,
They're idiots.
well, not liked. So he actually died of appendicitis at home.
Oh,
She
Lord.
wouldn't go to the doctor.
Oh,
He was old though,
he was old.
but he'd probably die of screaming.
Tom Crean. Tough man. He was far tougher and braver than any of the people living in the small-minded little idiots living around the villages. A man in Gorey. Now, don't look at me like that. A man in Gorey who has a bookshop in Gorey spoke to a man in the next village to Tom Crean.
Yeah.
And he asked this man, this was an elderly man, what would happen if Tom Crean had been from your village? Would you have celebrated his exploits? And the idiot from the other village said, no, we would have shot him. Why? Just because he was in the British Navy. Why? The man, there was no one down there fit to tie the man's bootlaces.
Oh, I can see it. Right, okay. Where are we? Oh, Jesus, where we are. We're back home. That's been a good 20-mile walk, I'd say. Where's Mutt? Oh, here he is. Come on, you. Come on, Spot. Only that little Jack Russell's the only one came home with a big rat in its mouth into the conservatory.
Oh,
And was not happy. The rat was, it was nearly as big as she was.
oh.
But she killed it.
Oh.
She killed it stone dead. Right, lads. That's our, hold on, let me get that arse. Look at that fool getting through the head. Can you see him? There's 2 feet are going. Jeez. Right, that's our video for now. Hope you enjoy it. Obviously going to have to edit a bit. I'm going to edit him out actually. Because he's cramping my style. I'm trying to get famous on YouTube. And what am I getting? This lad thinks he knows everything. And I don't like it. So I'm not bad at the old editing now, you know. And he'll be gone and you won't see any of him. Because I know I've got to get me 250,000 hits on YouTube to make 80 quid. So click on that like button and subscribe, and that'll give us loads of money to write more videos. That's it.